Hi, Claire Nielsen, vlog 46, Faith Walk Over 50. It's been such a long time since I did an update. I kind of figured as we come into the beginning of 2022, I probably ought to. So just to let you know what's happened since my last vlog, which was the middle of June. So I have been gardening. That's continued. I'm just having a quick look. I've done something in the region of about 360 hours of gardening for people since then, all kind of in the local vicinity, either Mansfield Woodhouse or Skegby, that kind of thing, and that's gone very well. And I've enjoyed it. I like being outside. I like helping these people, because actually there's a lot of one of the things I have found a lot of is that there's a lot of people who have big gardens around here, and they're now, these people are now in their 80s, and they just can't do it. And so there's a real need for actually someone will just do what they want, do what they need, because that appears to be a big issue. People don't do what people want. They end up being very disappointed. So that's been good. I did sort of start to struggle. I've my kind of maximum that I've done is about just over 20 hours a week, and my hands don't really like that. I've noticed I've started to get a bit of trigger finger, which is not brilliant. So my body is kind of saying, can't do any more than that, Claire. So there's been a bit of a question as to what's to happen next. A couple of things. So I've still been volunteering at the Beacon Project, and then in November, bear in mind, so I have this kind of thing where I go and I prosper where I'm planted, and doors tend to open, and that it has kind of been the modus operandi, I suppose, the Lord working through me, and it's never right. It's never really what I think it's going to be. So so an opportunity came up to be the assistant manager in the Beacon Project. There was only one person currently employed there as the manager, and this opportunity opened up. So I got a sense to apply for it, and the week that the interviews, or the Friday before the interviews were going to happen, which was the middle of December, the manager resigned. She got another job elsewhere. So I was asked if I would be interested in having my application put in the pot for the manager's job, and I will have an interview for that on the 18th of January. So we'll see how that goes. I very much still, have this thing that I am Mary Poppins is my MO, and a door will open, the Lord will cause me to operate in a particular way, and then the wind will change and off I'll go, and another door will open somewhere else. So this will be a Mary Poppins opportunity if that comes off. So we'll see. We'll see. Also, what's been interesting is obviously I've been doing Bright Line Eating for it would have been 3 years in May. And after my fast last year, I really struggled to get back onto the Bright Line Eating wagon, I suppose. And in August, the Lord was kind of saying to me, this, like the season had ended, but I really struggled to let go of it, as you do sometimes, and you kind of know you're not supposed to be doing it, but you still do it. Not that I was supposed to stop doing Bright Line Eating, but it was the renewing of my membership as a Bright Lifer. And I, because I've just not been keeping my lines bright since my fast, really, hardly at all. And anyway, so come January, I ended up, I was about to do something called Reboot Resume, which is where you get back on your bright lines for the new year, and I decided to just do a bit of a fast after Christmas. I mean, I was only going to do 10 days at the most, as a just to kind of actually fasting for breakthrough, really, because there's a few things that I've been waiting to see what was going to actually happen. And anyway, I only lasted 5 days, and it really, I didn't feel very well at all. And I didn't kind of, I didn't understand, because it didn't make sense. I was, in my eyes, I was doing things a bit easier. I was kind of, having some vitamin supplements to support myself, and I was drinking some Marmite, and I thought everything, I was doing the right thing. Anyway, I ended up reading a book called Fast, Feast, Repeat. And then I suddenly had this huge revelation of what I was doing wrong. And it was to do with the fact that, when you fast, if your fast isn't clean, as in nothing that your body thinks is food, you trigger all sorts of stuff. And of course, when I fasted previously for much longer, that's how I was, because I was just drinking water. Anyway, so but the reason I'm saying this is because what I've ended up realizing is that I actually, intermittent fasting, because this book was about intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting was what I need to do in this coming season, because at the end of the fast, what I was looking for through the whole of the fast was actually about enabling my body to tap into all its energy resources. So enabling it to get into autophagy, get into ketosis, to enable kind of metabolic flexibility, is what they call it. And I didn't find it through what I was doing before. And then all of a sudden it just dawned on me as I'm reading this book that actually what I'm looking for is what I'll find in intermittent fasting. So this week I've started that. So I'm really quite excited about that. So that's another bit that, because I really get a sense that this part of my journey, whatever's coming next, will need me to be metabolically flexible. So basically to be able to eat anything, and for that not to be a problem. And of course, bright line eating is very restrictive, if you know what I mean, in terms of what you can eat. And that was great, but I need to evolve to a different level for what I've got to do next. So lots going on. I know I'm still going to be gardening. Because the place at the Beacon is, the job at the Beacon is a part-time role, so gardening in between. So we'll see how all that plays out. But still here. Life still goes on. And Mansfield Woodhouse looks like where I'm going to be for a bit longer than I thought. Anyway, I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.